evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I got a lozenge,
Ooh, a lozenge.
so I don't sound like old Grandpa Josh.
You do know they make a suppository for that.
I'm not sure how that would work.
Okay, so here's the thing. I will give 5 karma to anybody who will recap everything that happened last week.
Artsy tour of the city, collimating and library, and then vampire bat attack. No, sorry, werewolf bat attack. Werebat attack.
I feel attacked. How can you represent my people this way?
And also to add to that, Darby stunning people with his little missiles left and right.
But everyone except the person he was supposed to.
I hit him twice.
And he shrugged it off immediately.
Not one of the times. I knocked him out for 3 rounds on 1 hit. I was very proud of that.
Yes, but the other hit, he shook off.
Yeah.
Okay, so taking care of character maintenance from last week, everyone gets 70 karma.
Where do we put that?
That is a very good question. Let me check a character sheet.
Found it.
Probably karma pool.
Yeah, there's a karma. That's where I would think you'd put it.
And then Emily, you get 75 for the recap. Or you get 5 more for the recap, so 75 altogether.
Hooray!
Real quick question. Do I in the karma pool? I have 43 sage from last session. Do I add that and do the full total, or do I just put the 70 in the karma pool? I can't hear you, Jimmy.
I'm talking to Frank. Okay. So you add the 70 to the 43 you already had.
Okay.
How did he get 43 last session?
It was
he moved his karma that you start the game with to the pool.
Wait, we start with karma?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, look at your attributes. It should automatically add up your reasoning, intuition, and psyche, the numbers that are attached to those.
In your max?
Yes, the max is essentially the karma you start the game with.
Oh.
Y'all didn't hear me say I used 10 karma last session?
Yes, we heard that. Or I did.
Like, does it refresh? How does that work?
I think you only have 53 maximum that you could have to adjust die roll, or not 53. It's whatever your total is for your max. That's the maximum you can have to alter die rolls and whatnot. Everything else needs to go into the karma pool.
Okay, and we started with our max?
You started with your max.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go put that in the pool then.
Okay. Uh, I would suggest keeping a, a a safe amount in your normal karma pool. Your free to spend, just because in case you need to increase your die rolls, it's a good thing to drain off of.
I see.
So for example, if I had a character, I got 70 karma, I'd probably put 50 into the karma pool and 20 would go to my regular pool, but I can't exceed my max.
Oh, I see. It also tabulates automatically. Like if you put numbers in your pool, the karma on your sheet goes up.
Yes.
So can we just like every game have? Do we every game just have the our reason, intuition, and psyche as just karma we can use for that session, or?
Um, I don't know if it works like that, but uh, it just means that uh, anything above 53 in your karma pool or in your karma needs to go into the pool, or anything above your maximum needs to go into the pool.
Got it. Until you save it, or
Well, if it's in the pool, it's being saved, and at any point you can use it to increase stats.
Speaking of stat increases, can I would I spending karma to increase my agility up a point? Would that be 40?
What is your agility?
PR3.
It would be 40. Yes.
I would like to spend 40 karma to increase my agility.
Okay.
40, so that I have 23 in my karma pool left, and 50 to spend in combat. So now I'm at PR4. Don't worry, guys. I'm one step in the right direction to not miss y'all.
hooray!
It's baby steps, but it's still steps.
You increased your agility?
Yeah, from PR3 to PR4. Or is that not how that works?
Nope. That's exactly how it works. And according to my rules, to go up to TY5, you need 1,050 karma.
Okay, I'm going to make note of that. And no, I'm just going to move the 23 in my karma pool left to saved.
Just leave it in your pool.
Oh, okay. Oh, so if I leave it in my pool, I don't have to save it?
It's going to be automatically saved, but you can. Don't worry about it, Darby. Just keep the 23 right there.
Okay.
Anybody else gonna go for stat increases?
No, I don't have enough to increase what the stat I want.
Okay. So, where we last left off, you defeated apparently a senior citizen, saved 2 nurses, and have been approached by Stealthbird, leader of the WCH.
What does WCH stand for?
It stands for World Class Heroes, but they shortened it, and it's now kind of like the JLA. It was initially a superhero training program. Now it's a bit more. So, as the 4 of you are standing there, Stealthford has said that she has an offer. Would you like to follow her to meet with her?
Sure, I'll meet. I'll meet with her, but I can't give her a definite yes or no yet.
What about you, Emily?
I don't know. I guess I might as well at least see what she wants to say.
Uh, Josh?
Yeah, I'll go along.
40-year-old looking 20s dude, what you doing?
He's had a hard life. Leave him alone.
He didn't have a hard life. It was the drugs, okay?
Fair enough.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
No, it's the drugs he was exposed to. Anyway, he already knows Stealthbird, so he's gonna take her up on the offer.
Okay. Also, I forgot. It's 2063, so it's not meth. Space meth.
Turbo Ultra Meth.
Turbo Ultra meth.
Now with improved bath salts.
Oh, let's add extreme to it so it sounds edgy.
It's not the 90s anymore. Everything is an extreme.
It's called Plutonium Rex.
Oh, look, Josh, they named a drug after you.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
It has the manic lows of meth and the face-eating highs of bath salts. All right. She as the police are loading senior citizen into the back of a van, Stealthbird invites you over to the vehicle she came in. I I I couldn't help but watch the combat that you 4 displayed. And it it needs work.
Um, Look, I'm just an artist. I was just trying to help. Like, I didn't come here to get roasted.
I'm sorry if that came off harsh. I'm used to judging applicants that have actually come to the WCH. I see potential, and I would like to help you if you would be willing to let me. I will say right now, there is no expectation for you to join the WCH. You will have no official WCH authority. It's really just kind of me in an advisory role.
When you say help, what exactly do you mean?
Well, while I cannot let you use official WCH training facilities, I happen to have a wide network of contacts within the hero community that I think we can do something to help kind of hone your skills so that when the need arises for you to defend people, you are more capable of doing so. I will say that you while I think you guys need to improve, you did a wonderful job for the most part. Uh, she looks to you, Aubrey. You phasing those two nurses was brilliant. And it probably saved their lives.
Uh, thanks.
There are highlights from each of you, so this is why I'm extending the offer. I wouldn't do this if I thought any of you were a train wreck. The WCH actually has a moratorium on train wrecks. The misfits are blacklisted forever.
I have no idea what that means, but all right.
Out of character. The misfits in this game, they're they're kind of like the League of Losers. They're not mainstream heroes, they're fringe heroes, and they are just out there.
They're the mystery men.
Yeah, actually that would be an even better analogy. They are the mystery men.
Man, I want to play that someday.
Do you want to be the bowler?
No, she was too competent.
She was too confident.
You want to be the PMS Avenger, don't you?
No. Darby, no.
I haven't seen that movie in God knows how long. I want to watch it now.
I think Emily wants to be the one that throws the forks.
The Blue Raja? I was either thinking
Not only can she toss mean spaghetti at people, but she'll be quite deadly with those forks.
I was either thinking that or She can turn invisible when nobody's looking at her.
Throw knives. I'm not Mr. Scabman. But yeah, no, that was a good one too. I can turn it as long as nobody's looking.
Darby can be the shoveler.
Or the spleen.
I
He
was
was
about to
cursed
say.
to whoever
No,
be
I'm
the one
not
who
being the
dealt it.
spleen.
I couldn't remember his name. That's why I didn't throw it out there. But yeah, Darby's the spleen.
I'll be the bowler.
No, it's either that or Darby's. What was it, Mr. Furious?
Yeah, I'd rather be Mr. Furious
Ben
than the
Stiller's
spleen.
character? The one
Yeah.
that just had temper tantrums and had no powers whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the end.
Yeah, well, but Darby doesn't get that end.
But
Oh,
no,
yes,
I mean, I
do.
more meant, make, like, original characters, just
Oh yeah, but
have them have really dumb or seemingly useless powers that we have to use in, like, creative ways.
Oh, that's real easy for me. All we have to do is play Marvel Heroes and have you just random roll what happens. Just full random roll. Then
Jimmy
the game has spited me every time.
Jimmy could literally make a little superhero chart of useless powers like underwater basket weaving, and we could all random roll on that.
There's actually 2 Marvel comic characters that can turn into ice cream.
Just ice cream.
Just ice cream.
That's a weirdly high number of characters that can turn into ice cream.
They've both appeared, I think, just once, but they are 2 distinctly different characters.
How did they defeat
Like-
anything?
Two isn't a high number, but it is really weirdly high when you just think of it's 2 characters that can turn into ice cream.
Yeah.
Who?
One was named Ice Cream. And I forgot what the other one. I think the other one was also called Ice Cream. But they were different characters. I know one was a villain for the X-Men. They were a mutant.
How easy was it for the X-Men to defeat him?
Let's just put it this way. He was able to successfully break into the sub-levels of the X-Mansion.
Sometimes the most useless powers are the best powers.
The only way I can see that power getting him in is if someone thought he was a bowl of ice cream and carried him downstairs.
He turns into liquid, Darby.
Oh, like melted ice cream. I'm thinking he just turns into like a few like scoops of ice cream.
No. Okay.
Okay,
So back to game for a moment.
hold on. His name was not Ice Cream, it was I Scream. EYE.
That's what I said, but it just sounds like ice cream.
Yeah. And he could turn into any flavor he wished.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, maybe it was just the one and he appeared a second time. I thought they were different characters, but I don't think they were now. But anyway, back to the game. I can give you the phone numbers for places to train. People could probably give you some resources. it's really up to you. Of course, you can always tell me no, and I will just go away.
Arex looks around at the other two who didn't speak up. Obviously, just being polite and letting everyone have a turn to address the offer first.
I mean, this doesn't obligate me to do anything, right? Like, at
No,
all?
no. Because again, you're not acting on under WCH authority, so it's not as if you have to. I mean, I would hope that your conscience would help lean you towards helping people. But I this isn't something that you have to do. I mean, you could just you could utilize my resources to help gain a better understanding and use of your abilities for the rare occasion that you are called into action because of moral responsibility, not because of anything that I order you to, because I can't order you to do anything.
While I want to say yes, I personally do not own the equipment that I'm using. I'm merely just testing it out for my company.
And which company is that?
Strange Industries?
I see. Um, we'll put a pin on that. Anonymous Rex, you served during World War III. You helped defend Wakanda. We would be honored if we could at least help you in some fashion.
They let out like a little kind of like, it almost sounds like a bird whistle.
I'm sorry, what?
They make a little chirp. Sounds like a bird whistle.
No, in character response.
Oh, so you do know who I am. Good, good. That saves a lot of time.
It's a little difficult to look the way you do and not know who you are.
That's the curse. Yes.
Especially considering that I am an aficionado of superhero lore. Superhuman lore. Let's go with that.
Oh please, I'm hardly a footnote. A long footnote, but a footnote. I've been out of the game 30 years, and well, I'm rusty, obviously, but more than I'd care to admit. So I might take you up on your offer. Though, if I might make a personal bit of critique,
Yes?
when approaching for a recruitment pitch, you should probably come out stronger and sounding mildly less like you're press ganging someone. You brought it back. It's okay, but I almost walked out.
I apologize. Like I said, most of the time that I'm dealing with new applicants, they are at the WCH headquarters of their own volition, so diplomacy gets a little left by the roadside. And with me spending most of my time at the headquarters, social interaction is also falling by the roadside.
The lizard gives a smile. I know how that is. But yes, I probably should consider some level of help. I just barely brought my head above water, or sorry, out of isolation. See what the modern world has changed in the last 30 years.
Yeah, there's quite a bit that's changed.
Oh, quite a bit. All the faces have changed. All the names are different.
There's now officially 6 continents.
Yes, that is.
I
That's
mean,
a big
technically
change.
there are 7, but one's an irradiated wasteland.
Yes, I saw that on the news.
Mood.
Mood.
I might even be able to arrange it with a few of my heroic contacts to perhaps give each of you a living stipend. Perhaps even a building to run out of. Don't hold me to that because I can't guarantee that right off the bat.
Well, I'm not sure if we're officially a group yet.
Well, that was the other thing. I mean, you are more than all welcome to individually train. You can train as a group if you want. And I only say a group because I know that you, Anonymous Rex, and you, Miss Wright, were. You've at least been together for a good portion of the midday. So I'm not too familiar with how friendly you are.
Someone I know said, "Hey, could you show this friend of ours around?"
Ganymede Estates. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
there are some things to think about. Uh, and how would you like that if I put you all in a building for the night? Get to know each other, hammer out what the game plan is going to be, whether you're going to do this individually, as a group. This way nobody has to know where anybody else lives. How does that sound?
Well, I had no pressing issues other than meeting with the Ganymede Estates later today. So
I'll let Sarah Monroe know that you are being taken care of. Mr. Frost?
Sounds like a plan.
How does that sound to you, Mrs. Wright? Or Miss Wright?
Uh, I I guess.
Oh, and that reminds me, Mr. Miller.
Yes.
She sits down in the pilot chair of the vehicle that she has, and she goes, "Captain, dial Elizabeth Strange, please." There's a ring, and you hear her answer. What can I do for you, Stealthbird? And Stealthbird goes, Elizabeth, I have one of your employees here, Ethan Miller. Apparently, he's using one of your suits. I want to help train him. Is there an issue with that? And she goes, no, there isn't. And then you hear her go, Ethan, take care of that suit, please.
Of course.
Okay. If the four of you will take a seat in the other in any of the other seats, I have to make one more phone call, and then I can take you to a place where you can deliberate.
Okay. Take a seat.
Okay. So, you are flown across the bay from Manhattan into a displaced Gotham City. To Wayne Enterprises. What? It's not Batman. As you land on the helipad, you are met by another woman, and she greets all of you.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to Wayne Enterprises. My name is Alicia Wayne, and I have I have some rooms waiting for you. What? What? Say it. Say it. No. No sign language. No. No, 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 no. Say it. Say it, you bitch.
It.
I'm going to have you lose.
Oh,
What? You said say it.
Say whatever you were going to say in the microphone, or I'm going to take away 10 karma for aggravating the judge.
we need to give Jimmy a little gavel. Minus 20 karma, badgering the witness.
Go fix me a turkey pot pie. Go fix me a turkey pot pie.
That's not what you said. What is it that you signed? Because I don't know enough sign. I don't remember enough sign anymore. Frank's being a bitch. You know, the more you antagonize me, the least guilty I'm gonna feel for what's coming.
You never feel guilty about that. Look,
Oh no,
I
that's
got two cats in my lap right now. I don't see you taking any of it. My legs are cramping.
they won't come and sit in my leg or my lap.
Anyway, Alicia Wayne.
Yes, so you are led from the landing pad into the building and down several floors where it opens out into a large I'll say open concept room.
Hang on, I'm having a moment of dumb. What's an open concept room?
It's pretty much one giant room. There's no walls separating anything, and there's like space for a dining room, living room.
Ah, okay. Got it. Got it.
Um, Alicia goes, if you need anything, food, drinks, anything, uh, just dial 9 on the phone. And there are 4 bedrooms here. Just feel free to choose whichever one you want.
Is it individual bathrooms or
E-
one bath?
each room has an ensuite.
Oh, thank you.
If you need me for anything, uh, just hit 9 on the phone and ask to be connected to me. I will more than likely be here.
Oh dear.
Well, today has taken a turn.
If you'll excuse me, I have some legal briefs that I need to take care of.
Thank you, Miss Wayne. I'm going to assume Miss.
Miss, yeah. Alright, so this place is pretty posh. It is the entire floor of a skyscraper.
Ethan's kind of looking around since this is nicer than anything he's ever stayed in.
Arex cups a hand to the side of the muzzle and lets out another chirp to see how it echoes through the room. Just for fun.
it's not as echoey as it would be if it was just bare walls and floor, but there's a little bit of an echo.
Ooh, sound dampening carpet. Nice acoustics.
And of course, Aubrey's absolutely miserable because there's no exposed brick.
How are we?
That's awful. Exposed brick is quaint and charming.
There's no homeless people peeing on your front door.
I mean, that's nice.
There's not that now, I'm just saying.
It's too modern. It's not bohemian enough.
I haven't moved into my modern phase yet. This is terrible.
It's a temporary thing.
I wasn't planning on going modern until my 50s. All right, so you guys are left to your own devices.
Well, is anyone hungry?
Damien says, just goes off to one of the bedrooms and goes to take a shower.
Okay, just so you know, this living area does not have a replicator.
I never needed anything so fancy as a replicator.
Actually, Ethan looks up and says, I am hungry. I had to skip lunch today. But I was going to shower and see if they have any spare clothes.
Okay, so you're gonna ask for spare clothes.
Well, I was going to see if they had at least a bathrobe in the bedroom or something, or maybe like a t-shirt.
Of course there are bathrobes.
Okay. Because he's wearing a suit, and anything he's wearing under there is probably nasty. So he wants to shower and change.
Okay, so Frank and Darby are both taking showers. Anonymous, you are apparently thinking of food. And Aubrey, after being horrified by the not quaint decorations, what are you doing?
I guess also thinking about food.
All right. What would you like?
I don't know. I've never been to Gotham before.
Actually, I'll do this in character. So, yeah. Arex, it kind of pulls open the fridge, looks at what it's stocked with.
It's mostly I'll say bottled water, but it's glass bottles.
There's no actual like cookable food in there.
No, but there is room for it. It's just
There's nothing there. Okay.
yeah. You'd have to
It,
dial 9.
it looks like we're ordering out.
That's kind of what I assumed. This does not look like the kind of place that people cook in.
Out of character, I did say my character was hungry, so if y'all want to wait till he gets done, we could all do it in one.
Order now.
So Arex just kind of smiles again. Well, that's fine. What are you feeling like? It's Gotham. It has everything.
Guess that's fair.
Yeah, it's essentially just New York City, just with more surprising crime.
Chinese?
Chinese is fine. We might want to wait for the oh, what was his name? Miller?
Yeah, Miller.
I'm just going to call him Missile Circus for now.
Missile Circus.
Thank you for calling Shitty Walk. We take your order.
Are you the shitty walk next to the shitty cakes?
No, we're the ones that's next to the shitty airlines.
Fun fact: there's actually a place in this state. It's a vegan cake shop and bakery that is called City Cakes.
Oh, sweet zombie Jeebus.
And then when we went up for the funeral, my brothers and ours said that we were going to have to grieve into a pile of shitty cakes.
Nice.
And we did too. It wasn't bad. I had vegan nachos and vegan cheesecake.
Sounds interesting.
Vegan cheesecake? That is blasphemous.
No, it was actually really good. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
I would try it.
I would also try it.
It was good.
No. Not based on principle, no.
Darby, you eat fucking ramen. What the fuck do you know about principle?
Yeah, I'm gonna say if your principle is no, I won't eat anything that says vegan because it says vegan, then your principle is stupid.
No, I'll try vegan food, but I grew up on cheesecake. No, vegan cheesecake to me is blasphemous.
Tasted almost the exact same as normal cheesecake. I didn't even realize I was eating anything that didn't have animal product in it. I'm not gonna lie. Literally.
Darby, how do you figure it's blasphemous?
It's
I would like to point out that going off of the original recipe of cheesecake, what you consider cheesecake is blasphemous.
It's true. I watched that video with Stola.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
There was a History Channel show where she basically put two cheesecakes in competition, and it was a Greek cheesecake, like the original Greek cheesecake recipe, and a Roman cheesecake. And the Roman cheesecake was basically a cheese bread, essentially, like a gooey cheese bread.
Huh.
And the Greek cheesecake is literally like just a pate of curdled cheese, sweetened honey sweetened curdled cheese.
oh, that sounds good.
But it's still not what you consider cheesecake, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, back into game.
I want to try both those things.
Alright, so after about 20 minutes, both Frank and Darby come out of their rooms. They are showered. I am assuming that you're both wearing bathrobes because you're not wearing your clothes.
There was a gym suit. Let's just say there was like a sweatshirt and sweatpants in the closet.
Okay.
That's what he's wearing. He's not going to come out wearing a bathrobe. That is just cliche. It is not cool because that means he'd have to be going commando totally underneath that bathrobe, and I'm not having a bathrobe malfunction.
Yeah, honestly, can I say the same thing? It doesn't have to be gym clothes. It could be like a pair of boxers and a t-shirt.
Pair of boxers is about as bad as walking out in a bathrobe, Darby.
Darby, let me ask you a question.
Yeah?
Why, in God's green earth, would you wear someone's boxers that were already in the room and they aren't yours?
They could be complimentary boxers.
What?
And
What?
and how, for the love of God, would they know your size? Look, Stealthbird is good, and so is Alicia Wayne, but they're not prescient.
Why would they want to think about that anyway?
I mean, at least a sweatshirt and and sweatpants is somewhat believable because they can just put like one of each size in the closet for somebody.
Okay, can we go with that then?
Sure.
Actually, they don't even have to. They just pick a couple sizes that aren't like too huge, and maybe one that is. And then a lot of those sweatpants will have drawstrings on them. You just pull it until it fits.
Okay.
True. All right. So, both Darby and Frank come out in their jogging suits. What's the discussion?
Well, Arex has removed their goggles and jacket. They got like just a tank top underneath, like a sleeveless shirt, which apparently is also a turtleneck from the picture. What an odd piece of clothing.
It's fine. It can happen. It
It,
works. It's a comic book.
You mean it's a dino neck?
it's a dino neck, yes. I have a small shell company that makes affordable dinosaur compliant clothing just for me.
Well, it's for everybody, but you're the only one that buys it because I don't think there are any other current dinosaur characters out there.
Apparently, Arex has 2 siblings. I have no idea what you're going to do with them.
They're gonna be villains.
I don't doubt.
Oh shit! Family strife.
So I have 2 siblings that are villains and a spouse that is a villain. Though the spouse is probably dead, but still has minions that are like, no, we don't like that person.
This is weird.
There goes the neighborhood.
So
Anyway, so Arex has the phone in hand. It's like, so judging by your reaction back in the thing, I probably have some explaining to do about the truth bombs. We should probably say that for introductions. Ah,
What?
they're back.
Sorry, didn't mean to walk out. I just needed a shower. By the way, I claimed the bedroom. First one on the left.
All right.
You're not much of a talker, are you, Mr. Frost? Or do you prefer Bookstack? I can continue calling you Bookstack. It'd do my little heart. It'd do my little heart good.
Actually, I do. I'm a great conversationalist, and if you're going to give me a nickname, I'd prefer Sergeant.
I can work with the call sign, Sergeant.
It's not a call sign. That was my rank.
What the hell did I just get involved in?
horrible life choices. That's what.
I steal those words. Eric says those words.
Arex says those words. Horrible life choices.
Horrible life choices.
Apparently.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to carry the conversation. I have no NPC here to help with this, so
Maybe I
Well, why
should have
don't
just done the New York thing and looked the other way as I walked quickly down the street.
I apologize if I sound a little bit angry. I don't like being shot with stunning missiles by supposedly future teammates.
Look, we're still working the bugs out of the suit. That whole situation was a test run for us. So once the bugs get worked out, then that shouldn't be an issue.
would you normally do that sort of thing and work those sort of bugs out on a target range rather than live ammunition fire?
We've already gone through that phase and it worked out pretty well, but we wanted to try the suit out in a real life combat situation. It's been doing good against petty thieves, muggers, stuff like that. But the chance for that type of situation, facing I don't know what he is, a werebat mutant of some kind.
you have no information about this dude.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you've been working alone all this time.
Well, yeah, testing the suit.
So, no wonder it works well. You've been by yourself fighting all these bad guys by yourself.
Well, yeah. We wanted to test the endurance of the suit against somebody of that nature. Though we have made the suit more for maneuverability than actual protection. So it can be used more for everyday use.
You should have included tests where you were working with other people. It's obvious you need to go back to your drawing board on this one.
This suit is going to be available for people maybe going to work or something. They might not be in a group. This suit is more for...
Oh, so you're going to make a suit for ordinary people so they can shoot stunning missiles at anybody.
What?
Wait, what was just said?
I second that. What?
Is that what you're getting at there? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Ethan Miller.
All right, so let me get this straight. You work for Strange Technologies are building a suit that's going to be lightweight, easily wearable, like everyday wearable, looks like normal clothes that anybody can wear to where they can just shoot stunning missiles willy-nilly whenever they want.
Well, when you say it like that, but imagine the average citizen being protected.
Yeah, that's called police force, military, and people that actually have powers and act like heroes and use it for the right purposes.
And while all that's true, what does... Not every hero can be everywhere at a time. The time sometimes it takes for police or authorities to get there, the damage is already done.
Okay, so then should the military just hand over all of its nice heavy weaponry to everyday citizens so they can protect themselves? Because, oh, here's my next door neighbor who doesn't have any powers or anything, or doesn't even own a gun, but I have a grenade launcher that's portable and hand carryable, and I'm going to give it to him so he can protect himself against robbers. Should I do that?
Why would you're not making any sense?
I'm using your logic as with your suit.
So let's say someone walks up and shoots your wife. Or let's say you're married and someone walks up and shoots your wife. Where was the police to prevent that? They're not there because at that time, but if she's wearing a little protection, she can survive until the authorities get there.
Not going to happen.
Out of character. Good God, this argument.
I was about to say.
So it's not going to happen. So criminals don't exist.
Okay, you have your suit on, right? How much of your body does that suit protect?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. It's a full body lightweight suit. Obviously, the average citizen isn't going to get the stun missile or the rocket boots. Those are for other purposes. But the actual suit itself can protect against your basic thief or robber.
You want to test that theory out?
Oh shit! Is there about to be a combat in the apartment?
No stun missile, no rocket boots, just me and you, hand-to-hand combat. Real quick test. Me against your suit. You want to test it?
All right, boys. If you're gonna get a severe case of testosterone poisoning, can you take it outside?
I was going to say, let's not do this here inside.
More important things first. Food.
Yes.
We are getting in the weeds here.
Yes, I need to eat. Call up my superior and make sure he got all the data today.
Well,
wait a minute. Is he your secretary now?
No, he's my.
You just said call up my superior. You're making a statement.
Well, yeah, I'm not the one that makes the suits. I'm the one that tests them.
No, Frank is interpreting that you're telling Arex to call your superior, to call your friend with.
No, I said I need to call up my superior.
No, you did not say I need. You said call my superior.
No, I said I.
No, you did not.
Just because you didn't hear me say I doesn't mean I didn't state it.
Sergeant, I don't need anyone to defend me. Mr. Miller, maybe you should take that opportunity to disengage, go across the room, and call your superior and do your report. What sort of food do you want?
What were you going to order?
Well, Miss Wright here wanted Chinese, but I mean it's drift. I can put in an order to multiple places.
Chinese sound good.
Cool.
I'll go for some kung pao chicken, fried rice, some egg rolls. A little bit of everything.
That's fine. They are tapping away carefully on the screen, making sure to only use their thumb pad and not the claw.
Okay. The house phone is actually it does have a handheld unit, but it's actually just a giant tablet, so you could use that too.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna have Arex just use their personal phone. Just be like tap 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 tap. There we go.
Give me a reasoning roll, please.
Sure.
Oh, which do you go by better? Do you go by Arex or Rex or?
Honestly, listen, I've had so many aliases and names over the years that I don't have any real preference on name. You can call me whatever you like.
Okay, Rex, can you also ask them for some fortune cookies? I mean, not just a couple. I mean, like, like a dozen or so. I really love those fortune cookies. Those things are really cool. Man, I could eat about a dozen of those in one shot.
Mr. Frost, is your, or I
Call
guess
me Damien.
Sergeant.
Stop calling me Mr. Frost. Either Sarge or Damien, either one will work. Stop calling me Mr. Frost.
Sarge, then. Does your increased speed cause some form of enhanced metabolism?
No, but I
There's
do have a serious case of munchies right now.
ah.
Hey, here's a question for you. I somehow got my chat box to appear on the left side of my screen.
I have no idea how you did that.
Stepping away for just a second.
I am going to try and exit out and okay, there we go. I have no idea how that happened. Uh, you know what? Emily, give me a reason roll. What's your reasoning?
Excellent.
Damn it. Okay, so you place your order for food.
And after that order's made, I actually dial 9 and inform Miss Wayne that there will be food arriving. I'll be paying for it. They could just have it delivered up to the room.
Well, when you dial 9, you get the security desk at the ground floor.
Yeah, I'll just inform them.
Uh, all right, I'll have to have somebody come down to collect it then.
Thank you. It's so much appreciated.
After, I'll say, 45 minutes, uh, the elevator opens, and there is a gentleman carrying the food.
During that
I'm also
40
going to assume that we got Ethan, Miss Miller, and I'm going to assume that I also got Aubrey and Ethan's orders. Cool.
Okay. I was gonna say y'all never asked me what he wanted, but anyway.
I wasn't gonna ask for specific stuff. I just figured you guys would order food and.
Oh, okay. But during that time, my character, after the order was placed, did hop on the phone and call what's his name, my contact, to let him know what was going on.
Okay.
Since it's his suit, since it's his suit, I'm testing.
Yep. He has been made aware of everything that's going on.
Um, I do inform him that during the combat, I want to run a diagnostic. I am informing him that I am going to run a diagnostics test as soon as I can, since I don't have my equipment with me, obviously. But on the targeting system, to make sure the targeting system's working correctly, because it did miss a lot, and I did accidentally hit a.
Well, he says that it's a 50-50 chance of the equipment malfunctioning and an ID 10T error.
I want to run a diagnostics test to make sure it's to see if it's my aim or the machine's. Out of character, I know what you meant by that, Jimmy.
um,
Are you sure?
um, all right. So the guy has put the food down. He introduced himself as Garrett. He is essentially Miss Wayne's assistant. She thought you would like to know that the uh, the individual that you defeated earlier today, his name was Henry Gallows. Emily, roll a reasoning. Okay, I don't need to check it. You got it. Uh, Henry
That's my
Gallows.
great grandpappy.
No, Henry Gallows is your downstairs neighbor.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again?
Henry Gallows. He was apparently in a uh, angry state. Apparently, the doctors and the nurses that were killed and attacked were part of the team that was in the surgical unit when his wife died.
Wow. Who knew Old Man Gallows downstairs was crazy?
I don't think he's crazy. It's a mutation. He is a mutant. And it appears that there's a compartmentalization that happens. Similar to the Hulk. Just not as powerful.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
But he's currently being seen. He is being arraigned, and he is at least going to be charged with murder. I can't guarantee that he'll actually see jail time, but he'll definitely be in an institution if not. But congratulations to all of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go back to Miss Wayne.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. I would too.
Oh, great. Emily wants to bang a Wayne. She wants Alicia to come to the dark side.
I'm not the dark side.
You're the darkness.
There's a difference.
Oh, you were right. There are two people that have ice cream powers.
Oh shit. I thought it was just the same character.
No, the other one was called Soft Serve.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were not original, and you will not believe.
Oh, that's right. Soft Serve was a mutant, and the ice cream came out of her butt.
Yeah, she was.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, it was terrible.
I was trying to not to get it, not to.
I I I I remember reading about her in one of the newer X-Men comics, and I was just like, that is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but she was.
Why?
She was a Krakoan.
Yeah, that's the newer X-Men comics.
Why?
No, Darby, we're not going that. We're not going for that. That is the last.
We're not going in this direction.
Character.
Were they high? Were they on meth? Were they drunk when they came up with that concept?
Darby, drop it.
So, you guys are eating your Chinese food. Or in Frank's case, he's eating the Taco Bell equivalent of Chinese food.
No, it's Chinese food, not Taco Bell equivalent.
It is the American bastardization of Chinese food.
actually, it's food invented by Chinese immigrants to appeal to the American palate.
Ooh, she got you there.
But that
I'm
does
not
still
saying
make it American food.
But I'm not saying it's. I'm.
Oh gosh, it's Kung Pao chicken. Just leave it alone.
I'm not attacking it, but it's not like authentic Chinese food.
That's fair. Though I also saw a video about the opposite.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
God damn it! They can't make up their minds about this, can they?
No, I'm just mean that in like some of the Asian countries they have American, quote unquote, American food.
Oh yeah, I know.
It happens everywhere.
Korean corn dogs are wild, and I want to try one.
Those aren't corn dogs.
Technically, they are. They just have potatoes in the batter.
If it's not a corn batter, it's not a corn dog.
It is a corn batter. It's just they roll it in potatoes.
Fine, it's a Korean bastardized
So back to game.
version of a corn dog.
So yeah. So you guys are eating your dinner. What's the topic of discussion?
So around dinner, probably the thing we needed to be discussing for the past 2 hours. So what do you all think on the offer?
I don't know. I mean, I came to the city to be an artist, not fight. I mean, yeah, like, you know, obviously I couldn't just stand there and let Mr. Gallows kill those nurses. But I just, this is Like,
A lot of
way.
people could.
Uh, well, I mean, I guess so.
Fighting the bystander effect is hard, but you did it easily. A lot of people would not have engaged. Shows you have a good heart. But you're right. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Can't you do both?
I mean, maybe, probably.
Yeah, it's all about work-life balance.
I mean, being a hero is only being there when you're needed to be there. It's not like you're constantly flying around and looking to save people. So in the meantime, you can have your normal life and still be an artist.
I suppose so.
I really got to make an NPC to be with you guys.
I mean, you and Rex are what, both mutants, right?
I don't know. I mean, obviously I am, but I don't.
I'm also a mutant. Of a slightly different sort.
Emily, if Ganymede was contacted you about Anonymous Rex, you're pretty sure that they're a mutant.
I mean, fair, but like, pretty sure isn't like this is definitive either, you know?
Well, considering Ganymede Estates doesn't deal with human students.
Well, obviously, Anonymous Rex is not human either.
It's like they say, I am also a mutant of a different sort.
Yeah. This was done to me.
But if the question is voluntarily or involuntarily,
No one volunteers for stuff like this.
Out of character, Stealthbird disagrees with you.
Anonymous Rex quirks a scaly brow. Captain America did.
Yeah, that's Captain America. Good for him. All I ever want to do is just be a Marine. Some jackass decided to otherwise.
Anonymous Rex reaches across the table and pats your hand, like just the top of it.
Uh,
So if I'm following the implication, super soldier serum or Something more Department HE.
Something more of a government.
I have no idea if anonymous.
Something more of a top secret government project. I don't know what. And
It wouldn't be Department H. Department H didn't do experimental programs like that. That would have been Department K or Weapon X.
it was a
That's what I was
government,
thinking instead of H.
it was a government
Yeah,
project
that was
of
what.
some sort. I don't know what, but I know two things happened that day. I was no longer Marine, and that particular person can no longer walk. Or if he is walking, he's walking very badly.
Well, this got dark.
This got very dark. But I mean, clandestine military programs often do. Terribly sorry you had to go through that.
So if you're wondering about my choice on this, at least Stealthbird has enough balls to sit there and ask you up front. And she tells you the truth about it. So if she's asking, I'm in.
What about you, test pilot? What are your thoughts on the whole offer?
I thought he was Dart Circus or something.
A missile circus?
Missile Circus, yes.
I have the right to change the nickname whenever I damn well choose.
But I liked Missile Circus.
I'll get one in eventually.
Out of character, if I ever play a Misfits campaign, I'm naming my character Missile Circus. Obviously, I'm going to say yes because this will provide our company with a lot more out of character. I'm trying to think of the right word. Opportunities to test out further equipment if needed.
Nod. For my part, I'm a little torn on the offer, honestly. I could use the help getting back on my feet and getting back into things, but at the same time, also, I've always pretty much worked alone. Any aid or associations I had was largely temporary.
May I ask why?
Well, it's only recently that mutants have been accepted enough to have a creature like me wander around without mobs forming, really.
Without the constant the constant threat of being stabbed with a pitchfork.
Out of character, with my character's age, would he have grown up in the time of acceptance, or did it go from non-accepted to acceptance?
That is a very good question.
My character, I think I said, is like 24, 25 years old. I'll double check that. He's 25.
Um, hmm. trying to remember. Or I'm looking through the timeline to see when I mentioned that human mutant relations improved.
It was towards the end, I think. So in like 2040 or something like that. But I'm not sure.
Uh, I'll say that you were born just at the tail end of it being bad. So you probably don't even remember it being bad.
Yeah, I was going to say because okay,
Because your
this
character was born in 2039.
yeah, okay, so yeah, I wouldn't even have thought ill of super mutants. So I'm gonna respond with this. I'm sorry, I've always accepted mutants, so I don't really those times when mutants were not accepted doesn't even cross my mind a lot. I apologize.
It's alright, you don't need to apologize. I imagine most of your generation wouldn't even remember the time when there were mutants that could pass for human, and there were mutants like me that can't. And the mutants like me that couldn't, well, you stayed out of sight. The very presence of mutants like me scared people. And, as frightened animals are wont to do, well, it caused quite a disruption. So I've always worked large and large alone. Even before, in the way back when, I started to realize that my presence tends to disrupt human society in ways, and I'm always trying to avoid that. So often it's best to run alone.
Well, maybe this is an opportunity to finally work in a group.
It's not to say that I didn't have occasionally temporary allies, it's just such groups never lasted very long. Anyway.
So after dinner, what is everyone going to be doing?
Well, obviously, I don't have my gear with me to, or any proper technology. There's no reason why I would carry it while test running.
Your suit's on you.
Yeah, but okay. Would it have an internal diagnostics test?
I don't think your suit is able to do that just because your suit doesn't have a heads-up display.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't have one.
Yeah, we need to find a picture of this suit.
Really, that's pretty much it. Because the body armor is such crap, it might as well just be leather.
Yeah. Well, I'm role playing the fact that it's not meant to stop like rockets or anything. It just, I'm testing it for the average citizen to wear. So, which, if it's successful, they will get minus the rocket boots and the stunning missiles, of course. But yeah. So I'm gonna look over the suit, make sure there's no damage, and then probably head off to bed. Because my character probably still has to be at work in the morning.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
We probably still have more to talk about. Probably.
Probably.
It's okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, if we take up the offer, are we going to continue as a group or just as individuals operating out of a centralized building? Because it sounds like two people convinced and two of us are on the fence.
I mean, if I'm going to do this, you may have noticed I'm not incredibly offensive in my abilities.
Your shielding helped out so much.
Yeah, but that's still defensive.
But defensive can determine between the success and failure of a mission.
I think you're missing the point. They asked about whether we would be working alone or together, and my point is that since I'm mainly defensive, I kind of need at least another person to be my offense.
Oh,
I could definitely do that for you. I don't have many defensive abilities other than, well, I don't die, but
Well, that makes one of us.
I can be injured just as easily as any other person. So having someone defensive to complement my offense is a welcome thing.
I'm mostly, as you can tell, I'm all long range. So, and you fight up close?
Almost exclusively.
Yeah. So, well, I'm good until someone gets close to me, and then I'm screwed. So, honestly, I think we would make a good team. I just need to work out some of the bugs in the targeting system. Everyone turns to look at Damien Frost to know his response.
He smolders.
Oh, the smolder.
Um, so it's at this point that oh crap, hang on. Uh, so it's at this point that actually everyone roll your intuition.
I see nothing.
Okay, so Ethan Miller is talking. The three of you are facing him, but behind him towards the elevator, in one of the shadows, you can see that something's forming.
But
It looks like the shadow is coming to life and taking a human form.
put a shield on it. Just wrap it up in a shield.
Okay.
Throw a blanket over it. No, I'm kidding.
I see
Well,
I see her do that, and I immediately turn around.
no.
Oh,
because
so I don't see her do that.
she doesn't have to gesture to put up the shield. So
Oh,
what is everybody's reaction?
nothing apparently.
No, you can act off of everybody's reaction.
Okay.
But Emily, you're throwing a shield around it, but what how else are you acting?
This would probably be an oh fuck moment. So it's just like, oh fuck, and shield. Just throw the shield around it.
Did Rex also notice?
Yes. The three of you did. That's
Okay.
why it was
So,
behind Darby, because he's the only one that didn't see it. So that's why he didn't see it. Is because
ah, yeah. Rex vaults over the back of the couch, I guess, that they are sitting on,
okay.
and interposes themselves between the thing forming the shielded thing and the rest of the group.
How Frank? How are you reacting?
I materialize my Dark Force daggers in my hands.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to throw them, but I can also use them for stabby.
Yes. Yes, you can. So, Darby, you have seen the oh fuck look on Aubrey's face. You've seen Josh's character leap over the couch that you guys are sitting on, and you've seen Damien Frost bring out some sort of dark daggers and looks to be facing the elevator.
I look at the. I'm assuming I see the shadow forming.
When you turn around, yeah, you see it.
I'm assuming since I didn't state that I brought my suit out to the dinner
You're
table,
not wearing it.
I'm not wearing it. I look at that and this is what I say. Well, this is awkward. I'm gonna go. I don't have my suit.
I grab Meat Shield and throw him at the shadow.
The shadow finishes forming. It looks to be a fairly youngish guy. He has a very dark brownish red skin, bright yellow eyes, and a light tan hair. And he goes, "Wow." I heard that you guys were here. I had to see it for myself.
What do you mean by you guys?
You took out the crazy bat thing that was in the park.
You couldn't have knocked.
What?
I'm a Shadow Lord. I don't knock.
What the hell?
What the hell? What?
What the hell?
Well, I had to come meet you guys.
Wait a minute. Since I do have Dark Force abilities, would I know what he is?
No, it's a different thing.
Oh.
I'm not here to hurt you guys. I'm actually just really anxious to meet some people that have actually done some heroing.
To my knowledge, there's plenty of people that do that.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're like a fan of what we just did?
You were out in public and you kicked butt. Of course, I'm a fan.
Jimmy, can I roll to see if this guy's being honest with us?
Go ahead and roll your intuition.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's being honest.
Okay, I kind of let down my guard a little bit.
Look, I've only been on Earth for a week. And I want to see action, but my aunt and her friends won't let me. So I figured I'd get to visit with you guys and get some juicy gossip that doesn't involve, world-ending cataclysms.
Wait, what do you mean you've been on Earth for a week?
I'm from the Shadow Realm. You know, where Shadow Phage was from?
Does Damien know of Shadowphage?
Uh, Everybody does. That was a pretty cataclysmic fight. And it only happened like maybe 6 months ago.
Oh, and who's your mom and aunt?
Um, don't really know who my mom is.
Or whoever he was talking about.
My aunt? Her name is Shadow Wraith. Well, that's her hero name. Josh, roll your reasoning, please.
My terrible reasoning?
Yes, your terrible reasoning.
Because I have dinosaur brain?
You have dinosaur brain, yes. What is your reasoning?
My dinosaur brain is apparently, it's good.
That's good enough.
The three synapses rubbed together in dinosaur brain and it worked.
You are. I'm going to say that you are slightly familiar with Shadow Wraith. Much like you, she has fueled some urban legends of her own throughout the Wild West period.
The Wild West period, indeed.
So,
So you just want to.
just want to talk?
I mean, that can't hurt, I guess.
The only thing that my aunt and her friends have talked about for the past 6 months is the hellish despot from our realm. I would really like to talk about something else. You guys fought a man bat who didn't fly for some reason.
Flight's hard sometimes.
I I wouldn't know. I can't fly. I can barely
Just.
teleport.
Well, for nature to make flight work, it normally requires quite a bit of sacrifice. So it's, yeah. Flight's hard sometimes.
My name is Kasich.
Like the robe.
Oh, should I let him out?
He sounds genuine. I think we should.
So long as this doesn't turn into some form of villain plot where you're deliberately setting up crimes for us to go stop because you just want to see us in action because you're such a big fan, I think I'm okay.
That sounds kind of racist.
It's not racist. It's happened before.
What?
Just everybody assumes that since I'm a Shadow Lord, I'm a villain. I mean, yes, that is the majority of the leaning of my species, but not me.
Look, I barely know what that means. I'm just asking if I should let you out.
Oh, well, I mean, he disappears, and then you hear from behind you, I could just let myself out.
Put him in another one!
Really?
Don't!
Look, I can let myself at any time.
She can put you back in at any time. I'm just saying it. Oh, that was funny.
Just let me out.
Sure, let him out. We've already proved we can always put him back in.
Suppose that's fair. Okay, let
Though
him
we
out.
shouldn't be endorsing his. Although we shouldn't be endorsing your breaking and entering. Well, I guess not breaking, but entering. Trespass.
I live in the building.
Well, that changes some things, but not other things.
So, what are you guys talking about?
Backgrounds, backstories, and whether or not to take a deal.
I mean, I was mostly just talking about whether I should actually do this or not.
What's the deal?
Uh, Training, mostly.
Wait, you don't know if you want to do training? Seriously?
Well, look, okay, I didn't come here to punch criminals. I came here. I didn't even come here. I'm not from Gotham. I was just trying to be an artist. I was trying to make art and make the world more beautiful. And then this happened because instead of looking away and walking real fast in the other direction, I decided to help some people.
Isn't using your powers in art in itself?
No.
No.
I guess it all depends on what type of powers you have. I mean, if you had the ability to use light, that's an art form.
All right, that's fair. But no, I make shields and move small objects and pass through things.
Oh, I can phase too. Kind of goes along with the whole shadow form.
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, the closest to an art that one is generally is it makes for a pretty good party trick.
But you could learn to improve it.
Ah,
Get powerful enough to, I don't know, throw trucks at people.
okay, well that one, but like also, I mean, also, do I really want to throw trucks at people?
Okay, throwing bad guys into bodies of water.
Um,
Or walls. Whatever.
I mean, I suppose.
I mean, you can... You can, reenact this old movie and and lift people by their throats and choke them until they're unconscious.
That seems a little dark.
Yeah, I think that was a whole thing, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
Um, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, that does seem kind of dark. But if it's the bad guy you're choking,
Oh no, it
you
was
know.
totally the bad guy that was doing the choking.
No, I mean if you're choking the bad guy, it could be a good thing. As long as you're not killing them.
Uh,
Yes, you're right. Not killing them
not
is something that I need to remember.
what the hell did I just get myself into?
Remember, my species is evil, like inherently. So some things are deeply ingrained. I'm trying to get over it like my aunt did.
I don't believe in the inherent evil of a group of people. Your society may have embraced a moralistic view that would be considered, from our perspective, to be evil, but that's not the same.
Okay, you're right. Because most of my people are firm believers that that is the right life. But to be on Earth, it's considered evil. I mean, seriously, war criminals were executed for less than what Shadow Lords do on a daily basis.
Uh, that's
Then, in the future, you might want to not introduce yourself with "Hi, I'm Kasich. I'm a Shadow Lord." That might be a good life choice.
The skin kind of gives it away, man.
Also, on Earth, it is customary to knock before entering a room. You put people less on edge that way.
Well, I live here. I've already been told that I can go wherever I want, so I went where I wanted. And it's not like you guys were doing anything dirty.
yeah, that would never happen. Well, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Is it because the choices are less than idyllic, or is there some other reason?
Uh, I'm not sure what Arex's deal over here is, but at least the other two here, dudes.
I am a mystery
Oh,
box, wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in feathers.
you're a Lebanese.
Lesbian, but close enough.
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
Yeah, Earth concepts are still kind of new to me.
No, that's fair. I can see how that one is definitely confusing to outsiders.
Well, I mean, I spent my first 20 years here on Earth. Then I spent the last 83 in the Shadow Realm.
Okay. I don't know how much of your formative time 20 years is, so like I don't know what that means.
I would probably be the equivalent of uh, just before preteen.
Hmm. Fair enough, I guess.
Generally, our kind of just hits the age of about 20, and then our aging slows drastically.
Weird, but alright.
Like, I know my aunt is 300 years old, and her aunt was born around uh, 1 AD.
I don't know.
But you know what? I'll let you guys get back to discussing things. Hopefully, I'll be able to hang out with you guys another time.
Yeah, sorry we don't have any juicy gossip. We haven't been around much.
Oh, don't worry. If you guys get any more war stories, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, war stories.
And it's at that point, his body goes back to the black mass and then melts into the floor.
Well, this day is just turning out fantastic.
That was um interesting.
I knew his aunt. Of course, last time I encountered his aunt, she was called the crap. Hang on, I have to pull something out of my butt. She was called the Chesapeake Valley Shadow Crawler. I mean,
Nice.
I wasn't much better. I was the Satan Lizard of Georgia, but
Um Yeah, okay.
Josh, write down that name.
No,
The one you gave Shadow Wraith.
okay.
Out of character, what time is it in game?
You know what? It's around 10:30 at night.
Okay. Well, hey guys, I need to head up to bed. I do have work in the morning.
Okay, Grandpa.
We will see you soon, Grandpa.
Wait, out of character. I might want to retcon that.
All right.
She took us to Gotham, right?
Yes.
Where's my work located?
The northern part of Manhattan.
Okay, so how far? Okay, so I'm still in the same state.
Not really, no.
Oh,
Across the river from New York City is Jersey.
You're in Jersey.
Joycey.
But anyway, Darby, you said that you needed to go to bed.
yeah.
So, good night. I had to do that.
Really, Jimmy?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yep.
Rex continues as Missile Circus heads off for bed. So
Who was it that time?
It
He
wasn't
wanted
me.
to.
I don't have Discord open anymore.
Frank?
What? What?
I knew it was you.
Silence, I'm telling a story.
What?
Silence, I'm telling a story. So yes, Rex just gives a little shrug. I was hiking the Appalachian Trail back in '06. I got a little bit too drunk one night and accidentally scared some moonshiners. And maybe or maybe not stumbled past a few security cameras that weren't the best. Oh hell, just use your phones. It's on the video site. Look up Satan Lizard of Georgia.
And naturally, since it was a video taken in '06, it's a potato.
Grainy, vaguely reptilian creature just like staggering through like a warehouse lot. Tears open a fence by accident. Except it's not it doesn't look by accident. It looks very aggressive.
So yes, Josh is doing his part to fuel cryptids.
Scratches at muzzle. You get seen one time, and all of a sudden now you're cryptid. And people start wandering in the woods trying to find you. Because you're the next great Bigfoot.
If one more fucker calls me Chupacabra, I'm gonna stab them in the throats. You you eat one goat.
You eat one goat! One time! You're just hungry! I'd been rowing for for 2 weeks. One goat. The chupacabra bit wasn't in character.
I know.
No one's reacting, so Rex doesn't need to ramble like a madman. But I'm gonna stow that away for later.
Okay. So Ethan has headed off to bed. What is everyone else doing? Frank is currently feeding the kitten, so he's not at his desk.
Notice how when the kittens are being fed, I stop going into my timeout corner.
I was waiting for that.
So
I had to tab over. I had to tab over first.
I see how it is.
Grown-ups are. I was about to say grown-ups are talking, but I was about to say Emily, you could do that too, you know.
That's fair.
If I didn't have my mouse plugged in, this would be really annoying.
Jimmy, go unplug his mouse.
I'm not going into his room. It smells.
It does not smell.
Anyway, yeah. So I've talked enough. Other characters can talk now. I will talk after them.
Well, Emily's the only one that's there right at the moment.
We've gotten so off track. I forget what was even going on.
Discussing about the possibility of taking the arrangement.
Right.
We were.
I mean, I suppose it can't hurt, but like I said, like, if you know, even if I suppose I don't have to do anything to still take the training or whatever, but
You could always take the training as a way to see if this is something you want to do. And if you don't, be very firm in insisting that this is not the direction you want your life to go.
yeah, no, I guess that's fair. You know,
Do it, Emily. Do it for the story.
but you know,
Besides-
I can't do it alone. So, like, if everyone wants to kind of go their own way, then I'm just gonna have to say no.
Okay. All right.
No, Damien already said he was going to take the deal.
Damien was on board from the get-go.
Well, no, we also brought up, hey, are we doing this just like, you know, on our own, or are we gonna do a
As a
group
group.
thing? Yeah, and that's what she's referring to there.
Ethan, before going to bed earlier, did say he was all for the group thing.
Out of character. Yeah, I'm all for the group thing. Give me more targets to shoot.
Definitely. Well, if that's what you need, I'll be there every step of the way. Mutants gotta look out for one another. I hope that isn't a mentality that's faded in this time of acceptance.
Well, I guess we're doing this.
I guess we are.
Yay, it's a three-way orgy.
4-way. Remember, Darby's already in. Think on that.
No, he's not included.
No thanks.
I was about to say, so let me get this straight. You're going to do a three-way orgy with the agender reptilian, the lesbian, and the 40-year-old, 20-year-old man.
It's true.
40-year-old, 20-year-old man. Oh my god.
You and Darby have fun, Frank. And no offense, I think The Rock's going to destroy that man.
In every conceivable way. Whoever Frank sleeps with is going to get wrecked.
Especially with that speed power.
All right, so I will say you all eventually go to bed. I don't know if you all just kind of go to your own rooms at the same time, or if it's just kind of a trickling as time progresses. But you all end up going to bed. And the next morning, you are woken up by the smell of breakfast foods.
Is it late enough to where my character's going to be late? Or you know what? I'm gonna call my work and let them know where I am.
Don't they know where you are because they've already been told by Stealthbird?
No, the owner's been told. That doesn't mean everything's trickled down.
You are informed that they are aware of what's happening. You have 5 free vacation days mandated by Elizabeth Strange.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. I go down to breakfast then.
What about the rest of you? When do you guys plan on waking up?
3 a.m.
Noon ish.
Noon-ish.
Darby, your character's a meat puppet. There's no way he's waking up at 3 a.m.
No, he probably woke up around 6 in the morning.
What
I
about
say ish. Ish is probably more like 12:30.
noon-ish? And by noon-ish, I mean 4:30.
4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know. Uh,
No,
what time does
Damien probably woke up at like dark 30.
what time does Arex wake up? Josh? Josh.
Josh, can you hear Jimmy?
Smoke got him.
Probably. We will take a 5-minute break for Josh to come back.
I will be right back.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't say I was leaving.
Alright, so I've resumed recording. So, Josh, what time does Arex wake up?
Arex smell meat. Arex is up the moment that the meat is smelt.
Okay. So, I'll say that it's about 7:30 by the time that breakfast is starting to be cooked.
Can I state after after breakfast, I will send an email to my contact giving him an address and asking him to. Wait, no, I'm only staying here for the night. Never mind. I'm gonna see if this is where I'm staying first for those 5 days, because I do want him to send me a basic repair kit and standardized tools to keep up with the suit.
Okay. When 3 of you get out to the kitchen, you see Garrett and Kasich. Garrett is cooking, and Kasich seemed to just be chatting. Garrett looks at you and goes, "Morning, gentlemen."
Good morning. This smells delicious.
Is Miss Wright going to be joining us?
I do not know. My character actually says that with a yawn because he's still waking up. He hasn't had his morning coffee yet. Speaking of which, I'm assuming there is coffee.
Yes.
My character immediately pours himself a cup. Sits down, starts sipping.
As Garrett is cooking, you hear Kasich go, "Oh, I'll go wake her up," and Garrett goes, "No, you won't."
That would be an unwise maneuver.
I hope you all have had adequate time to discuss your options.
I believe so. I believe that I've had enough time to make a decision.
Excellent.
Out of character, how strong is the coffee?
It's decently strong.
I look over and I state. I don't really state it. I'm more saying it to myself, but not in like a loud tone. I say, "This is good coffee."
It had better be for $3,000 a pound.
3,000. You watch as my character's brain explodes.
And he's dead. The roll up a new character, Darby.
Mr. Frost, what would you like for breakfast? I have eggs Benedict, bacon. I can make you an omelet.
No, eggs Benedict, some bacon, toast.
So you want eggs Benedict plus bacon plus toast.
Yeah.
You know, eggs Benedict is an English muffin, a slice of ham per piece, and 2 poached eggs on with holiday sauce.
Yes.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. Some people aren't aware what eggs Benedict are, and he looks over to Kasich. Uh, Anonymous Rex.
Obtains plate. Pulls half the bacon onto the plate. Pulls the plate in front of them.
Would you like any eggs to go with that?
Sure. Give them to me raw, please.
I can't in good conscience do that.
And scrambled is fine, or hard, or boiled. Protein is protein.
And you, Mr. Miller?
Just some scrambled eggs and bacon is fine. But if you want, I'm used to cooking for myself. I could lend you a hand in the kitchen. Maybe not with eggs Benedict, but
Bullshit.
I am under strict orders to serve you breakfast. That is my job. That is what I'm going to do.
I apologize. I'm not used to being served in this manner. Just some scrambled eggs and bacon will be fine.
And what has your decision been, if I may ask?
Well, to be honest, me personally, I'm all for this.
Uh, Anonymous Rex? Mr. Frost? What about you two?
I'm sorry, Josh spaced out for a minute. What was the question?
What your decision was in regards to the training?
Damien stops a moment from putting stuff into a blender to make a smoothie and says, "Oh, I decided the moment she asked that I was going to take the deal."
Mr. Rex? Is it Mr. Rex?
Just Rex. I see. Just Rex.
What about you, Rex?
Yes, I'm looking to take the deal as well. I could use a little help. For now.
Well, as soon as I clean up here, I will let Miss Wayne know that you have come to a conclusion. I'm assuming that Miss Wright has also reached a conclusion one way or the other.
I'd ask them. Or ask her. Sorry. Blah. Josh Brain, no working right now.
Very well. Excuse me a moment. He heads back towards the bedrooms. Emily,
Yeah.
you are woken up by a knocking on your door.
Ugh. What? Who?
Miss Wright, it's Garrett.
Who?
Garrett,
Who?
Miss Wayne's assistant.
Miss? What? Who? What? Right. Okay. Yeah.
I was instructed to let Miss Wayne know as soon as possible what decisions were made. Have you come to a decision?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will let her know. She'll tell Stealthbird to come here. I'll let you get back to sleep.
Okay.
Although there is breakfast waiting if you want it.
All right.
So you're going back to sleep?
What time is it?
It's probably about 7:30.
Oh, jeez. Fuck yeah.
At this point, I have poured myself another cup of coffee.
All right. After Garrett comes out, he finishes up your breakfast. He spends a little bit of time cleaning up, and then he drags Kasich along to go speak with Miss Wayne. What is everybody else doing?
Well, he's basically finishing off the smoothie that he made and eyeing that bacon.
Which bacon? There's no bacon. I've eaten all the bacon.
No, Rex hasn't, because we're going to have a fight on that one.
Hooray, the first in-party combat, and it's not Darby.
Is Kasich in the corner like a peeping Tom watching the argument?
His name isn't Kasich, it's Kasich.
Is Kasich in the corner like a peeping Tom watching the combat?
No, he left.
I'm just imagining, like, Damien just being like, no, this is, I get some of this bacon, and then Arax just grabs, like, the fucking package.
Starts shoveling all the
And it just
into
starts
his
shoving
beak.
it in their mouth, yeah.
They have a plate of half the bacon, and they're just eating the bacon. Like a carnivorous creature that they are.
Tell me, are you eating it like a seagull? Take a strip of bacon, knock your head back, and start doing the gulpy thing?
No. Unlike the seagull, I have teeth. Teeth which are for tearing and cutting. Some 200 razor sharp daggers in my mouth.
I can't imagine your dentist bill.
I don't need it, I slowly regenerate.
um. All right. So Frank gets some of his bacon. Josh has his half of bacon, aka a quarter of the pig.
This is better when it comes in full uncut slabs.
Um. Darby has his coffee. So
And scrambled eggs with bacon.
and I'll say it's about 11 o'clock when Stealthbird enters the room. I take it you all had a good night?
I have not slept that comfortably in a long time.
Yes, well. Alicia likes to splurge.
The gym is nice.
I wouldn't know. Alicia set up all of the stuff in the building after I had moved into the WCH facility. So, where's Miss Wright?
Sleeping.
You cannot rush an artist's rest.
Normally, I would agree. Unfortunately, I have a meeting with the UN in an hour. So I need to be able to get your decision, get you set up where you need to be set up, and get going. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go wake her up.
She'd probably be more agreeable to you waking her up than any of us.
I highly doubt that, but we'll see. So, Aubrey, another knock comes to the door.
Ugh.
Miss Wright, it's Stealthbird.
Who?
Stealthbird.
Uh,
Look, I would normally be more than happy to wrestle with you about waking up, but I have to be in front of the UN in an hour. So
re-
I need you up and I need your answer.
wrestle me. Wait, what? Huh? What?
I'm ignoring that. You
I can
get
just picture
dressed,
that image
come
in her
out to the
head.
living room, please.
From the other room, you hear Eric say, "Told you."
Uh, uh, yeah.
So you've basically been told to get dressed and come out to the living room.
What time is it?
It is 11:15.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and Aubrey's already starting to crush on Stealthbird.
Just. Yeah, okay, well.
Because
Guess I'll get up.
the minute she heard wrestle me, and she said, "What wrestle?"
You
She
know,
just perked up.
of all the heroes I have, Stealthbird is probably the most asexual because she's married to her work.
It don't matter in Aubrey's case.
Look, she just got woken up from a dead sleep by some ladies talking about wrestling her, okay?
She just woke up. It's natural to have lesbian thoughts about female heroes.
Oh sure, sure.
Yeah. Lesbianism doesn't stop just because you're sleeping.
Although I would like to say that most men probably wake up with lesbian fantasies of superheroes.
Can say that's never happened to me.
Well, I mean, when you live in a superhero universe.
Anyway, I guess I'll be getting dressed and going out to the living room.
45 minutes later, she appears.
No, it won't be that long. All right, so you quickly get dressed, head out. Uh, there's a plate of breakfast waiting for you in the oven.
Is this vegan?
Is she vegan?
No.
No, it's not vegan.
No, never mind. I was just being never mind. It was just supposed to be a joke.
Is it cage free? Cruelty free?
Yes, it is cage free and cruelty free. We free it from from the cruel cage, and then we turn it into food.
Is it free range tofu?
Technically, all meat in this that is made by Replicator is in fact vegan because it's never come from an animal.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what? That is fair.
But much like in Star Trek, not everything is replicated.
Also fair.
Um. So you see Stealthbird and the others. So, lady and gentleman, and Arex, what what's your decision?
Uh, I guess we're doing it.
Great. I've been working through most of the night with Elizabeth Strange, Alicia Wayne, and a few others.
Stealthbird, when do you sleep?
I'm not required to sleep.
You should still sleep. It's healthy for your psychology. You should sleep once in a while.
You try running a global network of hero groups, dispatching them to various threats at all hours.
Sounds like someone needs a personal assistant or 7. They can work in shifts.
Each group has its own team leader, but the United Nations is very particular about when teams can be activated. So I also need to ensure that these people aren't acting out of turn, and if they are, I need to handle that as well. However, working with the people that I was working with last night, I have good-ish news. Miss Wright, we bought your building.
What?
Well, technically Wayne Enterprises bought it.
I, is this a threat? What?
No, it's not a threat at all. It's just the fact that since we will be you will be sharing a lot of resources and spending time together learning how to function as in a group effort, we figured it would be easier if they all lived in the building.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Uh,
Your rent's not increasing. It's just it was something that it was just easy.
Okay, gotcha. I got it.
So, for simplicity's sake, the 3 of you, she looks at the rest of you, you will each have about a week to get your possessions together and move to her building. And with that, I have to go meet the UN. Uh, Alicia said that you can stay here for another couple of days if you would like. She is. There's nobody staying here aside from Kasich. And I'll be in touch.
Okay, but I'm still keeping my farmhouse. It's already paid off.
Oh, yes. If you own your property, you still keep your property. It's just you will have an apartment in her in her building, so that you guys can be close to one another when you are training.
Does that mean I'm going to be paying double the rent?
No.
Okay. Ooh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, she leaves. Just because it's getting kind of late. Uh, I'm gonna say that another hour or two passes. I'm assuming you ate your breakfast, Emily. Probably had some
Mm-hmm.
coffee. It's at this point that Kasich appears in the room again. And he says, "Hey guys, you got to check this out." So he he goes over to the TV, turns it on, and it is a live feed from like 4 blocks away. Captain America is breaking into a building. And we will leave that off for now. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
I'm gonna go take some Advil because the smoke is getting to my brain.